we're cooking with cake this morning and serving up another great idea for your leftover turkey.
Feed Your Family Tonight founder Mariefiebach joins us. Marie, how are you today?
I'm doing so well, Shane. It's a great day. You know, this week is Thanksgiving week, and often at the end of the week there's a bunch of leftovers. I'm going to teach you one of my favorite recipes for turkey pot pie. And it starts with commercial puff pastry. I just buy it in a box in the freezer section. And you want to thaw it. You can either thaw it in the refrigerator overnight or thaw it on the counter for like 40 minutes. And then I'm just going to cut it into squares. Traditionally, pot pie you actually are making in the with the pastry on top in a casserole, but I found that it gets kind of soggy, and so I just like to cook the puff pastry all by itself, and that makes it really crunchy all around, and it makes it better. What I've done is I've cut it into squares, and then this is an egg wash. It's just an egg with a teaspoon of water, and you're gonna brush that over the top, and that's gonna give it that shiny golden deep brown as you bake it. You follow the recipe on your box, but if you're using Pepperidge Farm like I have here, it's 400 degrees for about 13 to 15 minutes. But here's a little trick. I get some flaky, extra flaky Malden sea salt, so they're just giant flakes of salt, almost like a pretzel salt, and I sprinkle a little on top, and that makes it kind of like a cracker.
Yeah, like little crystals on top.
And it makes it really yummy. Then to make your actual pot pie, I have a 1/4 cup of butter that's melted here, and I'm going to sprinkle it with a 1/4 cup of flour. Now, you know I usually use white whole wheat flour. This is one place where I think all-purpose flour is a lot better. And you're just gonna stir this and let it cook for a couple of minutes. All of that fat is gonna get absorbed into the flour, and it's gonna start to kind of cook off some of that raw flavor, and it's gonna brown slightly. And once it gets all brown and bubbly, you're going to add stock. Now, I made homemade turkey stock, and you can use the recipe on my website for chicken stock. It's on my roast chicken recipe to make it with your turkey bones, or you can use chicken stock or vegetable stock, or guess what? If you have leftover gravy, you can skip this step and just use the gravy.
There we go.
And you're just gonna add it in slowly, and it's gonna thicken as it goes. If you do not have one of these flat whisks, put it on your Christmas list. They are so amazing for making this kind of thing because it helps you get to all the corners as this cooks. And I'm gonna add in, this is 3 cups of stock. And again, vegetable stock, turkey stock, whatever you happen to have on hand. Use this whisk to whisk it all up so you don't get any lumps. And eventually it's going to boil and thicken, and you can add your leftover turkey. Allison, can you hand me that?
Here you go.
This is 2 cups of just leftover cooked turkey, and you can just add it in.
And you would add it after it had a chance to thicken, maybe
After
2-3 minutes or what?
Yeah, let it thicken a couple of minutes, and then you wanna hand me that bag of frozen vegetables? And then this is just a bag of frozen vegetables, just straight from the freezer. You don't even have to thaw them. And then I tasted for salt. I know what this broth tastes like, and I need a teaspoon of salt. But start with just a little bit of salt and taste it as you go. And then you can add a little bit of pepper if you want. And then this is the secret ingredient. It's a teaspoon of dried thyme. And something about thyme is what makes pot pie taste like pot pie to me. And that is how it goes. This is just gonna continue to boil and bubble. As soon as it bubbles up, this should be out of the oven after about 12 or 13 minutes, and you have your finished product. It's super easy, and it's warm and thick and gooey and comforting, and you're using up your leftovers with some vegetables.
Oh, and the crunch on it as well is great. I mean, there's crunch and there's flakes and all sorts of stuff, and the pot pie is going to all come together. I don't know, Marie. This is just about as good as you're going to get.
It's my favorite way to have Thanksgiving leftovers. Shane.
That took me by surprise. That is so good.
Yeah. It's really simple. You can see it comes together in just minutes, but it's yummy and easy. You know, we're getting to holiday season. I still have the Feed Your Family Tonight holiday planner out. If you're going to be shopping on Black Friday, get this and look at the gift giving guide so that you can make your trips really efficient. It's at feedyourfamilytonight.com/shop. It's going to help you be organized and keep the crazy down and the calm up.
So easy, and it just downloads right to your computer whenever you purchase it on there. Let's take a look at where you can see this recipe and so much more. You can go to feedyourfamilytonight.com. That's where you can get the cookbook, where you can listen to the podcast, and you can get all these recipes that you can cook while you're on your break. Marie, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
We'll be right back.